Dude, a win's awesome. I would have just settled for Connor Carrick and Roman Polak not scoring hat tricks.
Oh, those guys, who needs them?
Yes, truly addition by subtraction.
Yes, the Leafs defense is much better now, right?
John Tavares,
absolutely, yeah, he's a Leaf, that guy's a Leaf.
Hi! Victory puppy! I have no idea what I'm doing. John Tavares is a Leaf! This team is ruining my life!
The Dallas Stars have their mascot Victor E. Green, but the Leafs have...
Victory puppies, boys! The Leafs won again! Hey, in the spirit of sportsmanship, for Hoagie, okay? For Hoagie, alright? We miss him very much.
Hoagie is Connor Carrick's dog. Have you mentioned that Connor Carrick used to be a Leaf and he's now on the Dallas Stars anyway? Leafs win! 7-4! Okay, over the Dallas Stars. Now, after yelling and screaming, let's address something. I saw it going around Twitter. I don't even know where it started. It seemed like a bunch of people decided to jump on the bandwagon all at once, talking about how Leaf fans, they're just so insufferable. They're finally good and I can't stand them. Leaf fans, they just make me so mad. Yeah? Leafs fans make you mad? Leaf fans are what make you mad. Are you sure you're not just mad in general? After game 1, it was, see, you're not as good as you think. After game 2, it was, you lost to Ottawa, and Leaf fans were going, oh no, the sky is falling. In the first period against Chicago, when the Leafs were down 2-0, I tweeted, this team is awful, because they looked it. Oh, my mentions, they're 3 games in, calm down, I told you. And after this one, now that the Leafs are good, their fans are gonna be so shut up. Here's today's lesson, everybody. They're not mad at Leafs fans. They're not even mad at the Leafs. They're just mad. And let me also say this, they have every right to be. Someone being mad and miserable is none of your business. Let them be. Don't engage them. They're like vampires. The only way they can survive is to bite you, drink your blood, therefore turning you into a vampire. And great, now that you're a vampire, you're gonna go and do the same thing. Put the salt shaker down and pick up some garlic. People are mad at Leaf fans. You don't say. And wrapping it all up before I talk about this game, Dallas Stars fans, I certainly don't mean you. Because despite the loss, why would you hate the Leafs right now? They gave you Connor Carrick. So now that we're done wasting time talking about time-wasting wastemans, let's get to this game. Oh, there were 11 goals. But first, very quickly, ice surfing. I watched this game and all the others last night from the CBC studios because I was helping out with ice surfing, which is a cool new thing Sportsnet is trying. Jeff Merrick is the host, Jason York is the analyst. I sort of manage the iDesk, basically talking about social media and cool things that I find on there, stuff on Reddit, GIFs, funny tweets, whatnot. And I gotta admit, I was a little nervous. That's what this is. I was eating dinner just before going on air and I bit my lip. Yummy, I know. And for some reason, they dressed me up like this. There I am. I'm wearing a jacket and my Kyle Dubas glasses, and no, the pocket square is not drawn on, it's real. And basically what we do is all night we go back and forth from game to game to game. So you're only seeing the crazy parts of the game. There was a goal really quick in the Vancouver-Carolina game, and then we went to Colorado-Columbus, and then Philly-San Jose was bonkers, and the Leafs-Stars game didn't even start until like an hour and a half in. It's very quick pace. We showed a lot of goals. We came back to the studio, had a few laughs. Cassie Campbell-Pascal joined us to watch some games. If you want to check it out, ice surfing is always from 7 to 10 Eastern on Tuesdays on Sportsnet's Twitter. If you want to watch our first broadcast of the season and you live in Canada, link down below in the description. And if you tuned in, thank you very much. So, coming into this game, Marty Marinson out, Igor Ozhiganov back in. That wasn't a shock. Andreas Janssen out, Freddie Gauthier in. That was a bit of a surprise. To some, anyway. A lot of people weren't happy with the Leafs' fourth line, and I can't say I was overly enthused about it either. Levo, Gauthier, Ennis. Well, they got some size, some feistiness, something to prove, I suppose. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's optimal because, if I'm honest, I think Andreas Janssen is better than all 3 of those players. And a lot of people couldn't believe that the Leafs would scratch Andreas Janssen. Janssen should take it as a compliment. They're investing in him. This is a kick in the pants. Andreas Janssen can be better than he's been in the first 3 games. I saw some people go, what? He's been fine. Yes, he can be better than fine, though. What I think makes more sense down the line is instead of having Per Lindholm play the wing, put him back as 4th line center, throw Andreas Janssen up with Kadri, get them both going. But, lo and behold, that 4th line was really good in this game. Heck, for the first time this season, the Leafs' first 10 minutes looked pretty good. And within the first 10 minutes, would you look at that, they score first for the first time this season. Zach Hyman, beast behind the net, gets it to Mitch Marner. Marner shot, no avail. Hyman, beast in front of the net, puck goes to Mitch Marner. Ooh, smooth as silk, and Mitch Marner puts the Leafs up 1-0. unassisted? As we discussed last year, assists are kind of funny. For example, some people call secondary assists noise, and in a lot of situations they definitely are, but sometimes they can be more important than the primary assist on a goal. And on this one, Zach Hyman got a little bit of what I would call a Daryl Boyce assist, which is to say he wasn't awarded an assist, but he was annoying in front of the net, therefore leading to a goal. For those of you going, Daryl Boyce, why didn't you pick a better player? Keep in mind this is season 12 of me making these videos, and for the most part the Leafs have been pretty bad. But good on Zach, congrats to Mitch, and the Leafs are finally up. But just a couple of minutes later, the Stars are buzzing. The Leafs, not for the first time this season, give up a goal because of an offensive zone turnover. Stars turn it back the other way. I saw a bunch of people tweeting, oh, Jake Gardiner. Jake Gardiner just got on the ice. It was a bad line change. Radulov shoots, it goes off Zaitsev and beats Freddie Anderson 1-1. You know what? There will probably be plenty of opportunities to rip on Gardiner and Zaitsev this season. I don't know if this is one. Sometimes you gotta just give credit to the other team. The Stars created the turnover, and Radulov's a heck of a player. And we head to intermission. No, we don't. Noted line mate of Austin Matthews, Kasperi Kapanen. He finds that bouncing puck. Throws it to Matthews and thwack. Look at that. I scored a goal. What did you expect? I always score goals. Austin Matthews with his 6th of the season already, and that guy really only has 2 modes of gold celebration. Hooray, that was great. And yeah, let's go, baby! I strained my hip flexor. The Stars broadcast referred to Matthews' goal as a one-timer. Was it a one-timer, or was it just him kind of lazily flinging the puck at the net? In the past, the Leafs have been accused of trying to pass the puck into the net, looking for the perfect shot. I think that's because they used to need it. They needed the yawning cage to make sure it went in. But when you get players who are a little more skillful, funny things happen. They can create something from nothing, and a factor that a lot of people forget. Boo! When teams see Austin Matthews with the puck, they know what's up. And I wonder if there's a little bit of, oh no! Because I know when I see Matthews get the puck, I get excited like I just saw lasagna. So fresh you still see the steam coming off of him, Bella. I might go get lasagna after this. Anyway, second period, where the Stars make a bit of a comeback. Leafs let the game get away from them a little bit. Shots are 19-14, and the Stars just, whoop, flick it out of the zone. It's bouncing into the Leaf zone. That's never fun. Ron Hainsey goes for it, does not get it. Tyler Seguin does. I wonder who's gonna win this race. It's Tyler, and he scored. Did you know that in the Phil Kessel trade? Yes, thank you. Tyler Seguin scores against the Leafs, as he often does, and it's 2-2. Speaking of 2, Ron Hainsey. The super optimist apologist in me wants to be like, take it easy. The puck bounced on him. It was unfortunate. Seguin beat him in a race. You could say, stay in front of Seguin. Easier said than done. Look, I am not overly thrilled with this guy on the Leafs defense. However, he's here, and I don't think he's going to be taken out of the lineup anytime soon. I think if you rip on this guy all game, every game, it's going to get tiring. Why not focus on who you do have? Like Austin Matthews, that's a guy the Leafs have. He plays on the power play. And look at that, the Leafs are on the power play, and thank goodness, because the shots are 14-22 at this point. Matthews to Tavares in front. It's not fair. John Tavares, who is a Leaf, by the way, I should mention that, scores to make it 3-2 Leafs. And again, hey. Now I like the yeah celebration, you know, the flair. But when it comes to the act like you've been there approach, these guys are 4 games in, less actually at the time of this goal, and they've already been there. They expect to score. And this goal is such a perfect example of why this power play is so lethal. Matthews has it. He curls and drags. Oh, you know what's coming. He's about to shoot it. You thought? Psych, it's a pass, and it's an easy bank in for Tavares. Go back and look at that replay, the slow-mo especially. Bishop is looking for the shot, because he should look for the shot, because it's a ridiculous shot. But by looking for the shot, which is one of the best shots in the league, you are ignoring John Tavares. And what's even better, I'm looking at the box score. Nope, I'm wrong. That was Austin Matthews' goal, his 7th. So Matthews can make you think he's going to shoot, pass it instead, and still score the goal himself. 7 goals. 7. But let's not focus all on Austin Matthews and John Tavares. This team has other superstars too. Exactly 4 minutes later, almost to the second, Ron Hainsey. I scored? I scored! Guys, did you see that? Oh my god, it feels so much better being on this side of that. Everyone's looking at the Matthews-Tavares show going, can anybody else score a goal? Well, that is as anybody else as it gets, and the Leafs are up 4-2. Until late in the second, the Stars took another penalty, and you should not have done that. Leafs power play, less than 30 seconds into it. It's the top unit. Yet another reason why they're so monstrous. The Stars commit to the Matthews side of the ice, because, yeah, so much of what this power play does, how it's dictated, especially last year with the JVR Bozak unit, came from what Mitch Marner decided to do. He was the quarterback. But having Matthews on that other side with the ridiculous start he's had is giving Mitch Marner a little room. And when the puck is passed to Marner, he's standing there with more room in front of him than he's used to on the power play. Skating in like, I don't have to pass it, I'm gonna shoot and score like I did earlier. Psych again! Pass to Tavares actually this time, and the puck is in less than 30 seconds in. And people keep going, wait till the Leafs sign Willie and then they'll have that second unit going. What second unit? We never see them. The puck's in before they have a chance to hit the ice. But then almost exactly a minute later, the Leafs take a penalty. Now, Well, the Stars aren't the Leafs, but they are the Stars. Less than 20 seconds into their power play, Seguin to Radulov to Ben scores. Hey Freddie, what do you want for Christmas? A new groin. So like, Nate Schmidt of the Vegas Golden Knights got suspended for allegedly taking a performance-enhancing substance. And you can't do that. That's unfair. But really, is it any more unfair than having the puck go from Seguin to Radulov to Ben? Ridiculous, preposterous, and the Leafs head into the third period with a 2-goal lead, which is good, but not as good as 3. Because a 2-goal lead quickly becomes 1. Speaking of which, needing only 2.5 minutes, Radulov gets the puck and he just burns by Hainsey. Riley's in front, tied up with Tyler Seguin. But Hainsey just stops and goes, no, I'm gonna stop here. And then it seems to me he says to Riley, hey, I got Seguin in front now, you go get him. And I think Marner could have gone in and got him too, but it looked like he had the high guy in case the puck went there. So that was either a miscommunication or a bad plan. Radulov, beautiful pass to the point to Klingberg. That's not fair. The Stars are within 1. Now wait though, there might be goaltender interference on this. They ruled that no, it was not goaltender interference, but not so sure. And Stars fans, I want to just emphasize that I'm not so sure because nobody knows the rules. Yes, Jamie Benn is making contact with Frederik Andersen's stick when the puck is going in, but he's outside of the blue paint. Yes, but he began dragging the stick with his foot in the blue paint. But I'm not going to pretend to know what goaltender interference is, dude. I actually don't mind that that wasn't called that, not just because the Leafs won. Because look, it's kind of like the offside thing. It was supposed to be for egregious infractions that were missed. Even if that's an infraction, it's not a major one, and it's not enough to overturn a goal, in my opinion. Until next game when the Leafs do the exact same thing and it's called back. And then Matthews scores anyway in points. So, what happens now? Do the Leafs sit back and try to protect the lead? Or do they focus on a strength and try to score some more? Hyman flying into the corner like the junkyard dog in there digging for pucks at the bottom of dumpsters. Gets it up for Mitch Marner. Marner picks it up, passes to John Tavares. I agree with that decision. JT goes old school. Wrap around goal and hot diggity damn, the Leafs are back up too. Hyman got his assist with that one. And that's what I'm talking about. That's not noise. Without that play by Hyman, that goal doesn't happen. And if that's noise, then no secondary assist should count. But the Stars, those pesky Stars, they're not going away, are they? Hey, Skinnin with the puck. Freddie, how's your groin? Boys, if we don't get Freddie some help soon, it's going to be a very expensive Christmas. 4 minutes to go. The Leafs got to hold the Stars pulled their goalie? That seems early. But you know what? If you're the Stars, I think that's the right move. You're down 2. The Leafs have a bit of a vulnerable defense. If you think you can hem them in their own zone, give it a shot. Wear them down for a minute, maybe get them to ice the puck, and when they're tired, take your chances. But Riley just lobs the puck out of the zone. The puck probably would have gone in itself, but Connor Brown had to steal a goal. 7-4 is the final. The Leafs win, and it didn't matter that Riley didn't score that goal. You know why? He still got an assist, giving him 10 points in 4 games, tying him, wait for this, for the league lead in scoring with Austin Matthews, who also he's on the same team. If you have Riley in your pool, congrats. Matthews you expect to be up there. Riley, come on. Maybe one of the highest scoring defenders in the league, but of everyone? Stars fans, if I were you, I'd still be fine. After a couple of incredible defensive performances, something like this was bound to happen. But your big guns are still firing, that's great. Miro Heiskanen looks so damn good. And you paid a 7th rounder, maybe a 6th rounder, for a guy who's fit into your D-core just fine. Unfortunately, arguably his worst game as a Star. 16.5 minutes of ice time, -2. Roman Polak, by the way, playing just over 10 minutes of ice time. You're telling me someone else can't take that up? I know they were down the whole game, but come on. He's out of town and I'm still ripping him. Questions. Why is ice surfing not available in the States? Yeah, I know, it's unfortunate. I just talk about hockey. I don't know any of the fancy stuff. I assume it has something to do with rights. I made my stance clear on this sort of thing years ago. I want everyone to be able to see everything. Never say never, but I'm not a lawyer. If John Tavares doesn't score for 2 games, where do they trade him? Well, that's never gonna happen, but if it does, to Carolina for McElhinney. Do you think Timothy Liljegren could possibly be called up later this season? Yeah, everyone seems to think he's gonna get the Travis Dermott treatment, but to that I would say Travis Dermott is Travis Dermott, Timothy Liljegren is Timothy Liljegren. They're different players, they develop differently. The great thing with the Marlies for the past few years is they develop guys right. You need to learn how to penalty kill, you need to learn how to do all kinds of things. You gotta have an arsenal of skill sets before you come to the show. So that when Liljegren does make his debut in the NHL, he won't just be ready, he'll be ready. Pocket Square next Tuesday? You're damn right. One more thing I want to bring up, and this is near and dear to my heart, please bear with me. I got to have breakfast with Eric Lindros this morning. Now that's actually not a typical thing that I do. So why was I there? Well, it was the captain's breakfast. I've mentioned this in passing a few times. I really want to emphasize it today. I'm a captain for a hockey team, and we're going to play in a tournament in November. It's for the Eric Lindros Celebrity Hockey Classic in support of Easter Seals Ontario. In case you don't know, Easter Seals is a charity that helps out kids kids with physical disabilities, and it is a charity that has helped out my family in the past. Some of you may know the story already, but my sister Rachel was born very premature. She has cerebral palsy and some other challenges as well. And when I was younger, my family and I, we went to Easter Seals camps, and they were fantastic. And if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've probably seen me skate. You know I'm not good. I'm not playing in this tournament for a contract. I'm playing to raise money for Easter Seals, and I need your help. We've got less than a month left. I'm gonna put a link down below. We're trying to raise over $20,000 as a team. I want to absolutely kill it this year for Rachel. Let's do this. Donate your coffee for the day, $2. Can you do $5? Can you do $10? Maybe more if you can. $3,500 can help purchase equipment like a van lift or a bath chair. If you can contribute even a little bit, you'll be making such a huge difference, and I will be forever grateful. We are Rachel's Raiders, and we are a mediocre hockey team probably, but hopefully we raise some money. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Donate to Rachel's Raiders right down below. Please.